What's going on, world? Open up the roof for a second. So I want to talk to y'all about how to not get caught up in the way the world is today. You know, protect yourself at all times, like a boxing match, basically. Now, most men don't want a woman to have male friends. And I understand why. And most women don't want men to have female friends. And I understand why. But there's pros and cons to all this shit, man. Like, I understand why, but at the same time, I don't think it's completely healthy for a relationship to just be only that woman and man in their each other's life, and they don't interact with nobody else. Like, you gotta have some friends, or, well, technically you don't, but, you know, I'm speaking from a worldwide audience and not more personal. Me, I'm okay if I don't have friends. That's me, but everybody's not me, you know what I mean? And if I have a girlfriend or a woman or whatever, she might not feel that way. She might want to be around people. She might want to have friends. And that's something that I gotta accept, right? But I don't have to trust it. See, a lot of times the problem is not the woman when it comes to this opposite gender shit. It's the man. And the same thing vice versa. But on the other hand, to keep it real, if you're a woman, men don't want to be friends with women like that unless they sleeping with them. And that's facts. That's something women don't understand. Or they do understand, but they have different hidden agendas of why they are trying to be friends with males, right? But I'm telling you right now, men are not just trying to be just friends with women, especially if they're attracted to them. That's the most biggest bullshit that anybody on the face of the earth has ever said. Oh, I can just be friends with somebody. Yeah, if you're not attracted to them, yeah, you can. Yeah. But what if you are attracted? Then what? See, that's the problem. And sometimes people might not be attracted to each other, but they keep hanging around each other and they end up messing around, right? All I know is this. 9 times out of 10, when a woman gets a boyfriend, she starts leaving people on red. She don't talk to men no more and all these other things. So why do some women want male friends? Because the last time that I checked, when a woman gets in a relationship, she cuts damn near everybody off. So I can only assume that you're dealing with a woman who wants attention from more than just one man. Because I'm telling y'all right now, from my experience personally and from me looking around the world, when a woman gets a boyfriend, she don't know no fucking man no more. All those men gone. She'll talk to him again once that guy starts fucking up. Right? Because I honestly believe women are more loyal. I ain't gonna say loyal, but more faithful than men. I really believe that. Most men are gonna disagree. I don't, and I'm not blue-pilled. I understand women cheat and all that shit, but I still feel like if a woman really like a guy, I feel like she's more likely to cut everybody off more than a man. A man could really like a woman and still be trying to fuck other people. You know what I mean? Well, technically, in reality, he probably really don't like it. See, I don't want to sound like two different ways. In my opinion, if I really like a woman, I wouldn't, but I can't speak for every man. I do believe there are some men that really like women, but they still want to fuck with other women. I do believe that. And the same thing vice versa. But I personally don't have a problem with... Let me take that back. It's her choice. If she wants to have male friends, then I'm not gonna look at them as friends. I'm gonna be very suspect. And guess what? Now I gotta have female friends. We're talking about a relationship, though. We're not talking about just, somebody you talking to or whatever. We talking about a relationship. If she wants to have male friends all the time, then you best believe I'm gonna have female friends. It is what it is. Because I don't trust that. Because every time that I have seen other people say they got cheated on by somebody, oh, he was just her friend, or even me personally, my ears perk up when a woman say, oh, he's just my friend, bullshit. Especially if I think the woman's already acting funny or probably fucking around. Yeah, okay. I don't fall for that shit. But I don't stop the woman either. Because I'm not an insecure person. She want to do it, then I just know that it's probably time for me to pack my shit, basically. This shit probably over with. Because I understand, again, when women are happy with a man and they got a relationship, they don't do that, man. Most women don't do that. The only ones that do that is the ones that still want to deal with multiple men or they want backups. Same thing with men, though, for real. A man who really is faithful, a faithful man, he don't want a bunch of female friends. He just doesn't, man. He don't need it. He wants to be friends with that woman. And again, I understand on the flip side that it's not really healthy to just talk to each other in a relationship and not talk to other people. I get it. But at the same time, it's not really healthy to have a bunch of male and female friends either, though. Because 9 times out of 10, they're really not your friends. I just explained, even with the woman, when a woman wants to be a man's friend, there's something she's trying to get out of it. Women don't just be like, I'm just going to be his friend. Associate, yeah. But to actually hang around a man and just be his friend, it don't happen. Why? Because once a woman got a boyfriend, she don't even talk to you. She might not even speak to you really anymore. This is what women do, right? So you can't convince me that women are just trying to be friends with men. And you can't convince me vice versa either. Because I know better with men. We are not trying to hang around women when we can hang around women that we can sleep with. That makes no sense whatsoever. But the woman, a lot of times, wants to be the man's friend for the backup plan or the attention benefits that she's not getting from the guy she likes. Which brings me to another point. Sometimes, I might come back to that friend shit, I don't know. I think I've touched on everything I can say about it, I think. If something else comes up, I'll come back to it. But I don't want y'all to think this is my opinion. You know what I mean? Because if a woman wants to have male friends, I'm not going to stop her. I'm just knowing that I got to move. Okay, I see what I got to do now. I wouldn't even probably deal with a woman who has a lot of male friends like that. To me, that's a sign that a woman, it's hard for her to be satisfied or content with few people. So that's just my opinion. I could see if I was like younger or something, 20 years old or some shit, makes more sense. But after you get a certain age, that shit don't make no sense to me. But hey, do what you do. I'm not an insecure guy. Just understand that I will never think that a guy is just a woman's friend. And it might be just her friend. But in the back of my mind, I'm not going to believe that because I've done that too many times and it was not the case. And I also see other people still doing it to this day. I still hear people saying, such and such said he was a friend and all that. Even people come up to me telling me. But it's just her friend, Tawana, and my ears perk up when they say it. You know what I mean? I don't like to tell people shit that I don't know. Like, maybe it is just a friend, but I try to break it down to them like, maybe it is, but more than likely, it's probably not, Because even if the woman wants to be the man's friend, that don't mean that man's just there for that friendship. Or the same thing, vice versa, right? But anyways, you could be the best woman or man choice for a person. That don't mean that they're going to like you the best. That's what a lot of people don't understand and they cannot accept. And that's why a lot of times people get caught up with the wrong people. Nothing you could do about it. Let me turn this off. There is nothing you could do about it. You are not convincing a woman or man to like you if they like somebody else. It don't matter if you're the best choice or not. See, we live in a world that we've been lied to about. Everybody wants a good woman or man, and you see it on Facebook every fucking day. Yeah, they want a good woman or man, but they want it in the form of a man or woman they want. So at the end of the day, the want, the lust, if you call it that, the lust will usually outweigh the love part. People are going to choose the lust part over the lust part or love part more than likely. So if a woman has a chance of choosing a supermodel male versus a 500-pound man that would never hurt her, but this supermodel guy probably don't give a fuck about her, 9 times out of 10 she's going to pick that supermodel. And we already know men are going to do it. I don't even got to explain that part. That's just what it is. So stop thinking because you are a good woman or man that's going to make somebody like you or they should like you. Even though they should pick somebody good for them, they're still going to pick the ones that they like because they're hoping that that person can be that good person for them. If I like Cadillacs, right, why would I choose a good Toyota car? And that Toyota car might be a better running car than the Cadillac that you like, but you still going to pick the Cadillac, ain't you? If that's what you like, right? You're not changing this shit, man. And once you accept that, your life will be so much better. But a lot of people, they can't accept it. They just cry back and forth about why women are picking the wrong ones, why men are picking the wrong ones, because it all boils down to what you like. Just seen a post that said, it was basically saying black women, even though it's all women. He's too nerdy, he's this, he's lame, he's this and that. All women, if that's not your preference, are going to say that shit, man. Just like all men are going to do it, vice versa. All men are going to reject women they don't really like. That's just the reality of it, man. So don't try to make people like you, man. Either they do or they don't. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But it's best for you to just accept that. But I think the reason why it's hard for people to accept it is because they feel, and I'm just riding around like a motherfucker, they feel like if somebody likes somebody else better than them, that means they're not good enough, or the person that is liked is better. And that's not true. That's just preference. You could be the perfect woman or man and have all your shit together, and a woman or man will still like a bum, female or male, over you because they like that person better. Plain and simple. It don't matter if the person better than them or not. That's what y'all not getting. I still see it every day on Facebook. These men don't want good women. Blah blah blah. I'm a good woman. Yeah, but you're trying to like the wrong guys, and it's unfortunate that a lot of not just women, but men too, but it's unfortunate that a lot of women like the wrong guy. What do I mean by wrong guy? They're not lucky enough to like the guy that actually likes them. Same thing, vice versa. With everybody, women and men. Like, you really got to be kind of lucky to like and be liked by somebody that is equal feelings or whatever. Granted, sometimes you gotta get to know people to really know how you feel and all that. Real feelings take time. I get that part. But let's hypothetically say that we're not counting that part of it, even though we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give y'all a clear picture of why people choose people. And they're gonna keep doing it. You cannot. This is what I don't understand about men. Y'all still crying about women liking the wrong guy. It's not going to change. If she don't like you, she's not going to like you. That's just what it is. It don't matter if he's the wrong guy or not. That's what she likes. She going to pick what she like. He going to pick what he like. If he like more than one woman, that's what he going to pick. You see what I'm saying? If he like one woman, he going to pick one woman. Nothing you could do about it. I don't give a fuck who you are. Because it's ultimately not your choice, it's the person that you're dealing with choice. And it always will be. Regardless of how good of a person you are, a good woman and all that. That don't matter. That's why you have to make sure that somebody really appreciates you and really likes you and really fucks with you. Because if not, all that shit you're doing will be in vain. Don't matter if you shine a motherfucking shoe every night. Don't matter. They don't really like, if they like other people more than you, more than likely they just picked you just cause they didn't want to be alone, right? You're never gonna get what you deserve, basically. When you deal with people who really don't like you, you don't get what you deserve. You're not gonna get the best version of them. But if they like you like that, or start to like you, whatever, sometimes real feelings take time, by the way. Don't let's not forget that. So don't act like I'm not saying that don't matter. It matters. But we all know everybody like to skip over that part. And everybody just fall for their initial attraction for somebody. So we're going to keep it there. I kind of forgot what I was going to say, but it's the truth, man. Again, if a girl likes, let's say a girl ultimately, her main ideal guy is a light-skinned guy with green eyes. She might think I'm good looking and everything, man. And I could never hurt this girl one day in her life and never do nothing. Be perfect for her, right? You know, God sent me a good man bullshit, right? Don't matter. I'm telling you, because her mind is already set up with light-skinned green eyes. That's the cream of the crop for her. So that's what she's going to desire. And if she don't get it, she might still fuck with you, but what you think happens when she see a guy light-skinned with green eyes or whatever? Okay, y'all get the point. That's how this shit goes. And unfortunately, there's billions of motherfuckers in this world, man. So that's why it's important to deal with people who know what they want and know how to appreciate what they got. But at the same time, have the understanding that just because you're a good woman, it doesn't mean that you're immune to giving that, a good woman or man, it doesn't mean that you're immune to giving that good woman or man service to the wrong person. Because if it's the wrong person, in the end, it's going to be vain. You know what I mean? It's going to mean nothing. A lot of women getting cheated on right now because the man that they with, you wasn't his first choice. You're not what he really, really wanted. He just said, fuck it, I'll just get with him. This is what women do too. Chad and Tyrone still ain't acting right after 30 years old, so I'm just gonna get, I'm gonna get me a nice guy. Just get me a nice guy now, and they don't even be happy. But some of them actually do. Some of them actually do want a nice guy in the end, but back in the day, you couldn't convince them to get with a nice guy. That's not what they wanted. So I no longer really feel sorry for women and men complaining about not finding good women and men, because their idea of what a good woman or man is strictly based off of how much they like somebody. Period. But they forgot that it has to be a two-way thing. As much as you like somebody, it's got to be the same in return. Or in return, you're going to get burned, basically. Sooner or later, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Imagine me getting with a woman who really don't like me like that, but she see a light-skinned, say the woman, like, that's her preference, light-skinned and green eyes. I know I keep going to this, but I'm just doing that just to stick with some type of shit, you know what I'm saying? It could be a white dude, it could be a dark skin, it don't matter. Whatever she likes, right? Yeah, she with you, but she's constantly looking at other men, and that's what really gets her pussy wet, not you. Do you really want to be in that situation? As a woman, do you really want to be in a situation where, the guy's with you in his presence, but his mind and his fucking private is over here and over there and want to fuck this one and that one? Fuck that shit, man. That's why motherfuckers get cheated on and hurt. Got to make sure you're the number one choice, man. Somehow, some way. Somehow, some way, man. But trust me, it ain't gonna be just based off of how good of a woman or man you are. This is why you got men that can beat on a woman and she'll stick with him and run right back to him every time. He's not a good guy, right? But she'll worship the ground he walks on. Then you can have a good dude to get done dirty by a woman, or vice versa. A woman could be stealing and everything from this good dude, you know what I mean? And you was a good guy to a good girl to him and all that, treated him like a king, but he keep running back to her. That's just what it is, people, man. I'm not going to keep saying this shit over and over, man. You could say it's all about money and looks and blah, blah, blah. Say what you want. At the end of the day, you could have all that and somebody could be a bum woman or man. And if the person that you're trying to make like you likes that bum woman or man more than you, that's who they're going to pick. It don't fucking matter if you're the best for them or not. You know what I mean? Smart people would say, you know what, this woman's probably better for me. But attraction still has to be there. Honestly, I don't think a lot of times that it's people that are dumb. Like, I don't think people like purposely, I'm just going to pick a bad person. I think it's attraction. That's why I say you're a lucky motherfucker if you are liked by somebody you really like. And you like them. Same thing, yeah. You're lucky if you're liked by somebody you really like. And yes, there's some luck to that. So a lot of these women, you know, screaming, I got a ring, and you girls ain't this or that. A lot of times it don't even be that they're really wife material. They just happen to like a guy that liked them. If that makes sense. So, you know, a lot of men might marry a woman strictly because of how much he likes a woman, not because of how much of a wife she is, if that makes sense. Or same thing with a husband. That's why when people say, oh, this person's married and this one ain't, something wrong with them, that's bullshit. It ain't always true. A lot of times it's just strictly somebody likes somebody and they decided to marry them. That's why people get married, because they like somebody a lot. That's why motherfuckers get married 6 months and don't even know each other really and ain't even been through shit, just because they like each other like that. Not because they earned this title, right? I'm telling y'all the truth, man. That's why I'm going to leave it at this and I'm getting off here. Because I'm tired, I'm ready to go to bed. Right? That's why I said a prayer a long time ago. Listen carefully. God, please don't let me like somebody that's not right for me. And don't let somebody that's like me that's not right for me. So both ways. And it's work. Because like almost every woman that really don't like me, it ends up turning out like that woman's a bad woman. I feel like God protects me. So if a woman don't like me, I just go back. I always remember what I prayed. Like I prayed for this. I prayed for women that are not the right woman for me not to like me. And it seems like it works. So, or for me not to like them. You know what I'm saying? And I suggest y'all do the same shit. Because this like shit, anybody can be a victim to it. Nobody's immune to this liking the wrong person shit or not liking the right person shit. You know, the right person there, but you like the wrong one. You know, this happens every damn day. That's why you got to pray about it. It's going to take God's guidance a little bit for y'all to pick the right woman or man. Not just your own understanding, man. Because ultimately, none of us really know if somebody's going to flip up or not. But God knows more than we do, because he knows people more than we do. So that's why I say it takes a prayer, man. Really. Sometimes what you think you want might not be what you really need. And then sometimes what you think you don't want is actually what you really want. A woman could see a guy and be like, nah, he's just a lame, because it's not her green-eyed, light-skinned guy, right? So she look at the guy like, nah, I wouldn't be happy with him. And he could have the best sex she ever had and everything. But she can't see it because the lust. I didn't said this before about this shit. This lust shit stops people from finding the right person, man. That's why you can't just go strictly off your lust. You gotta be able to be willing to try to rewrite your imprint and be willing to actually try to pick people over the right shit. Like, okay, I know she looks a little bit better than her, whatever, but this woman's the complete package. And by me falling and getting closer to this woman, she's going to look better than any woman anyway. And that's another thing that people don't understand when it comes to this liking somebody shit. When you really start to get attached to somebody, you actually like them more than anybody. And all that other bullshit that you be noticing that make you discard people or not choose them, a lot of that shit become irrelevant. Because you start to really fall in liking to the person to who the person is more than just your lust. There was a lady at the bank who said she didn't even like her husband at first, but now she do, and she's glad that she picked him. But at first he wasn't her type. There's plenty of people who say that such and such wasn't my type, but I picked him and now I'm happy. Because sometimes your type is the problem. You know, like a woman, if she like bad boys, that's her type, right? And that's probably her problem. You think that if she keep liking them, you think that it's going to change and somehow she's not going to get done wrong or nothing? Come on, man. It's going to be the same results. You know, all these men who cry about, you know, there's no good women because they like bad type of women, you think their results are going to change? They ain't going to change. They're going to keep getting the same results until they try to figure out, God, help me not like the wrong type of people. Because a lot of it is spiritual, believe it or not. A lot of this shit is spiritual, man. Oh, but her ass ain't big enough. Well, I'm discarding her. She's a perfect woman, but you know, her ass ain't big enough. So I'm discarding her. That's foolishness, man. You're going to discard a 95% perfect woman because her ass ain't big enough, or some dumb shit like this. Or it could be this. And then I'm really gone, right? It could be maybe you prefer a man or a woman without kids, right? But the woman or man that's actually perfect for you could have kids. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. But, you know, if you prefer not to have a kid, that's what you're going to do. Or maybe the perfect guy for you is a certain other race that you don't really like that as much as a certain race that you do. Like, say you only like black guys, and what if the perfect person for you is not even black? Yeah, you're fucked. Unless you fucking learn how to really like people for the right reason, yeah, you're fucked. Plain and simple. What if a woman dad said you're not allowed to date black guys or whatever? And what if the black dude actually would treat her way better than all the white guys that she know? She's fucked, I guess, right? Done talking about it, man. Ain't nothing you can do about it, but just understand what you're dealing with. That's all I can tell y'all, man. So stay out y'all feelings with that shit, man. About who like you and who don't. Don't even worry about it, because it's not what you think. It's more of what I just explained, more than, oh, they just like him or her better because they're better. Nah, a lot of times they don't even be better. A woman could like a guy because he smokes weed and I don't. And you're trying to tell me that even though I'm not knocking people who smoke weed, you're trying to tell me that a guy that smokes weed is better than a guy who don't? Like, better off for raising a family? Do you really think that? Honestly. And I'm not kicking against weed smokers, saying that they can't be great husbands and shit. Or let's just say this. There's some women that they don't want guys to work. They want street guys, suppose. They don't want a 9-to-5 guy. Do you really think at the end of the day that is better for her than a 9-to-5 type of dude with a good job or something? Do you really think that's better? Come on now, you know better. But she not going to change that because that's her fetish. So she going to keep getting burned. It is what it is, man. Y'all have a good night, man.